Hi everyone. We will start from 8:05. Okay, let us wait for some time. Then we will start.
What we will discuss today?
This is basically solve with us. So I will discuss some selected problems, and by the end of the class, if you have some doubt, then I will pick some down today. Hi. So we can start now, maybe. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So as I said, it is going to be the solve with us session. So I have some selected problem and I will solve them. Okay. So this is the first question. So in our last class, we have already discussed about the division of polynomials, right? So we know what a polynomial is and how can we divide a polynomial with another polynomial, right? And if we divide a polynomial with another polynomial, then we get a quotient and a remainder, right? So if it's like if we want to can hear me, right?
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So last day we have seen that if we have a polynomial p and a polynomial q, then we can divide p with q. In that case, we get a quotient which is h here and a remainder which is r here, right? So what can be the minimum degree of r?
Degree of q of x minus 1, ma'am.
The minimum degree. Minimum degree means least possible degree, right? So
Zero.
r
Degree
r
of qx minus 1.
no. This is the maximum degree, right? Degree of r can be a constant also, right?
Yeah.
This is the
Yes,
least
it's
possible
maximum degree.
Yeah. So the minimum degree will be what?
0.
If r is a constant,
Zero.
yeah, right.
0.
0.
So if r is a constant, so the minimum degree will be 0, right? So option A is true here. But for the second question, here they asked about the maximum degree. So what will be the maximum degree of r?
Degree px minus 1.
Degree of
Degree of qx minus 1, ma'am.
qx
Yes.
minus 1.
Correct. So the minimum degree of r is degree 0, because minimum r can be a constant. In that case, the degree of r will be 0, and r can be the maximum degree of r can be qx minus 1, right? So this is a fact that we already know. This is the second question, and I'm giving you some time to solve this question. Take your time and let me know what are the correct answers. Question is clear, right? So this is the hint. Last day, I already taught you how to draw a graph of a polynomial if it is given to you, right? So use these things and draw the graph, and then you just try to determine the correct answers.
Ma'am, I have a doubt, ma'am. Minus x minus 10 the whole square is equal to x plus 10 the whole square, right?
Yeah, right. You can take the minus common, and minus 1 square will be plus 1. So it will be ultimately x plus 10 whole square. So are you getting any answers? Anyone? Have you drawn the graph? I'm audible, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're solving.
Okay. Once solved, just let me know the answer, then I will start solving. Are you getting any answer?
I think B is correct.
B. Okay, let us see. So which is the correct answer? You can see the screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So first,
I
we
think
will-
D is correct, ma'am.
Okay. So B, D. Let us see which one is correct. Okay.
C and D are correct, ma'am. C and D.
C, D. Okay. Okay. So first we will draw the graph. Okay. Hence, our first step was, what was our first step? Step 1. We will calculate the end behavior, right? So what is the
Yes.
end behavior? If x tending to infinity,
Y tending to infinity.
Y tends to minus infinity.
okay.
Infinity to minus infinity.
Minus infinity, minus infinity.
As x tends to infinity, Y tends to minus infinity.
Okay, let us see. So from all the factors, we will get a positive infinity and multiplied with a negative constant. So we will get minus infinity, right?
Yes.
P of x will be tending to minus infinity. And if x tending to minus infinity, then P of x
Plus infinity.
plus infinity. Okay. So from x plus 9, we will get a minus infinity, then a positive infinity. So first we will get a minus, then a positive infinity, then again negative, 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 positive, negative, right? So basically,
What is this positive, negative?
okay. So the factor x plus 9 will give a negative infinity. Then
Yes.
this one, then x square will give a positive infinity. Then x
Okay.
minus 2 will give a negative infinity, and so on. Okay.
Oh, from the end, you're writing the.
Yes, yes, yes. So in a result, we should get a negative.
Ma'am, what is the
infinity, right?
name of this method, ma'am?
We are checking actually factor by factor.
Okay. Is there any name for this?
No, no, no. There is no name. This is just a process to check.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So from x square, we will get a positive infinity. Then from x minus 2, we will get a negative infinity. X minus 4 will give a negative infinity. X minus 6 will give a negative infinity. X minus 8 will give a negative infinity. X plus 10 whole square will give a positive infinity. And finally, we have a negative constant, right? So in a result, we will get a positive infinity if I multiply these things.
Can you please explain this again? We can't get if it is positive and negative.
Okay, okay, sure. So if x is tending to infinity, then the last factor, x plus 9 will be tending to infinity, right? Okay, if minus infinity, then minus infinity, and x square will be tending to infinity, right? Because of the power.
Okay.
Then x minus 2 will be tending to minus infinity, right? So I am just taking the sign here.
How n minus 2 is how minus infinity? That is x
X
minus.
X is tending to minus infinity, right? So minus infinity minus 2 will also tend to minus infinity, right?
Okay, but in the earlier term, your x is tending to positive infinity. No, why it is tending to minus infinity?
Okay, so in the earlier term, we had x square, right? That means
Okay.
minus infinity square. So the negative sign will be a positive if I take the square, right?
First, x tends to minus infinity, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
if we have this x tending to minus infinity, so x plus 9 will be tending to minus infinity, right?
Minus infinity. Okay.
Then x square will be tending to infinity. Right?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And x minus 2 will be tending to minus infinity.
Okay.
Then similarly, x minus 4, x minus 6, and x minus 8 is also tending to minus infinity.
Okay.
And x plus 10 whole square will be tending to positive infinity, right?
Okay. Okay.
And we have a negative coefficient, right? So here I wrote the signs, only the signs, okay? Negative, positive, then negative, 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 then positive, then negative, the signs, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So in a result, if I multiply all the signs, then in a result, we will get a positive sign, right? Negative, negative, positive, that we know, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So this will be the end behavior of the polynomial. Is it fine?
Okay.
So anyone having any doubt with this, you can ask. Is it fine for all of you? Okay. So our step 2. What is our step 2? Root with multiplicity, right? Root with multiplicity. So first we have minus 9 with multiplicity 1, right? Then we have 0 with multiplicity 2. Then we have 2 with multiplicity 1. Then we have 4, 6, 8 with multiplicity 1. Then we have minus 10 with multiplicity 2. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now we will draw the graph. Okay. So first we will check the end behavior. So when x is tending to infinity, px is tending to minus infinity. That means we will get this type of thing at the end, right? The end of the graph will be tending to the downward direction, right? And when x is tending to minus infinity, px is tending to infinity. That means this
Ma'am,
end
I
will
think
be
we have a plus 10 also.
what?
Plus 10 also we have.
Plus 10. Why? We have minus 10, right? X plus 10 whole square. So minus 10 will be root with multiplicity 2, right? Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then we can just, this is one root. Then we have minus 9 as a root. Then we have 0 as a root. Then we have 2, we have 4, we have 6, and we have 8, right? So with minus 10 with multiplicity 2 means we will get this type of picture here. Then 9 with 1 means this type of picture here. So we will join this and we will get this. Then 0 is with multiplicity 2, right? So we will get this type of picture, right? Then 2. Then 4. Then 6. Then 8. And we will join them. So this will be the approximate figure of the graph, right? Any doubt?
Please explain me one more time for that infinity, positive infinity.
Okay. So just check the end behavior. If x is tending to infinity, px is tending to negative infinity, right? That
How?
means, okay. So you just check it from here, right? So all the factor will give a positive infinity and we have a negative constant multiplication. So we will get a negative infinity in a result.
If x tends to infinity,
Yes.
x minus 8, it is a positive one. Suppose x is 2 means it will give a negative infinity, right? But x is 10 means it will be positive.
All the factor will give a positive infinity, right?
No, x tends to infinity, right? It's
Yeah.
suppose
X is
value
tending
is
to infinity.
positive value, right? Positive value. X tends
Yeah.
to positive value.
Yeah.
And this factor x minus 8, if x is 2, then that will give a minus 6, no?
But we are taking x tending to infinity, right? Infinity is the largest positive.
Largest one. No, we should not take the smaller values.
No,
Okay.
we are taking x tending to infinity. So
Okay.
you can exclude any number from x. It will also give a infinity.
Okay.
Okay. So all
Okay.
the factor will give us a positive infinity. Okay.
Okay.
And we have a negative constant -1 over this 1 0 0 0 0 0, right? So
Yes.
positive infinity multiplied with a negative constant. That means in a result we will get a negative infinity.
Negative. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So because we are getting a negative infinity when x is tending to positive infinity, that means when x is tending to positive infinity, that means in this direction, we will get the graph in downward direction, right?
Okay.
Then we will connect all the ends, then we will get this graph. Is it fine now?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Now I understand.
Okay. Now let us read the options. Okay. The number of turning point of P are 9. So what is the number of turning point here? How many turning points are there?
8.
Okay.
8, ma'am.
So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So total 8 turning points are there, right? So the first option will be incorrect option, right? Okay. Then Px is increasing when the function is 6 to 8. 6 to 8 means in this interval, right?
Yeah, it's increasing.
So in this interval, we can see it is increasing. Then after some time, it is decreasing, right? So in this interval, 6 to 8, it is neither increasing nor decreasing, right? Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it is increasing up to the dotted yellow line. And after the dotted yellow line, it is a decreasing function. So it is neither increasing nor decreasing in the interval 6 to 8. So option B is also incorrect. Okay. Is it fine?
But I think D is correct.
Okay. So P is a 1-to-1 function when x belongs to 8 to infinity. So if x belongs to 8 to infinity means in this interval, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So in this interval, we have this graph. So this is a 1-to-1 function. We can check it via the horizontal line test, right?
Yeah.
So option D is a correct answer.
Yeah.
And we have to check whether it is a odd
How
function.
do you find it's 1 to 1?
Okay. So from 8 to infinity,
Yeah.
if this is our 8, so from
Okay.
8 to infinity, our graph is like that, right?
Okay.
So if you draw any horizontal line, it will cut the graph only at one point, right? So by the horizontal line test, we can say that it is a 1-to-1 function. Okay.
No, I don't understand.
Do you know horizontal line test?
No.
That's why. So there is a test called horizontal line test for 1-to-1 function. And the test says basically if you have any graph of function and if you draw any horizontal line in the Cartesian coordinate system, if the horizontal line cuts the graph only at one point, then the function is 1-1. Otherwise, the function is not 1-1.
Oh.
Okay. So if you have this type of thing, so if you draw any horizontal line, it will cut the graph at only one point,
1
right?
point. Okay.
So
Okay.
this function is 1-1. But if I
Oh.
have this type of function, like a parabola, then
Okay.
any horizontal line will cut the graph at two different points, right? So this
Okay.
is not a 1-1 function. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So this is called horizontal line test. Okay, for 1-1
Okay.
function. Okay, so from the horizontal line test, we can see that from 8 to infinity, the function is a 1-1 function. Okay. Any doubt?
No, now I understood.
Okay. Now we have the option C. So we have to check whether the function is an odd function or not. So we know the definition of odd function, right? So definition of odd function is what? P of minus x will be equals to minus Px, right? Right? We just have to check the definition. So what will be P of minus x? P of minus x will be minus 1 over x minus 10 squared minus x minus 8 minus x minus 6 minus x minus 4 minus x minus 2 x square minus x plus 9. This is our P of minus x, right? But this is not equals to minus P of x, right? This is not equals to minus of P of x because of this factor, right? From here, we are getting x minus 10, but in P of x, we have x plus 10. So these two things cannot be equal. So this is not a odd function. This is neither a odd function. This is not a even function. Okay. Is it fine?
Ma'am, because of odd function, we are taking
Ma'am,
minus
explain it
1.
once again, ma'am.
Okay. So by the definition, if we have some function P of minus
Yeah,
x
I
equals to
know that
minus
one.
Px,
Okay.
then we have the function is a odd function, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
P of minus x is this, right? But this
Yes.
is not equals to P of minus P of x, right? Because in P of x we have the factor x plus 10 power 2, right?
Yes.
But
Yes. Yes.
from here we can never get this
Yes.
factor, right?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So this can never be equal to minus P of x. So this
Okay.
cannot be odd function. Is it fine?
Okay. Okay. I thought this.
Earlier
So
it
odd
was
power is odd degree function is different from odd function.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
the earlier P of x, it was minus x minus 10, right?
Yeah,
But you have written here x plus 10.
because it is P of minus x, right? So we will replace x by minus x.
Okay, but that minus 10 will remain as minus 10 only. No, how it becomes
Yeah.
plus 10?
This is minus 10, right?
Yeah, here in the below you have written x plus 10 the whole square.
Okay, this is a factor in P of x. We have minus x minus 10 whole square. So we
Okay.
will get x plus 10 whole square, right? This is a factor in P of x, right?
Okay,
But from P of minus x, we can never get this factor.
okay.
That is why P cannot be a odd function. Okay.
Okay,
Any doubt?
nothing. Thank you.
Yeah. So everyone is fine with it? Anyone, any doubt? If you have, you can ask. No doubt? Okay. Then we can move to the next question. So this is our next question. Same, again, take your time and solve it and let me know the answer. What is the answer? This is a pretty simple question. You don't need to complicate it. Just think about it simply. We have their roots, right? M and P. That means they will satisfy the equation. This is a hint. Now try to solve.
Ma'am, the answer is 30.
30. Okay. So any other? Let us start. So we have that m and p are the three roots of the polynomial. Suppose this is our polynomial. P of x is x cube plus 5x minus 10. Okay. So m and p are the roots. That means this will satisfy the equation. So we have m cube plus 5m minus 10 equals to 0. P of n, that means n cube plus 5n minus 10 equals 0. P of p, that means np cube plus 5p minus 10 is equals to 0, right? Now if I add these three, so we will get m cube plus 5m minus 10 plus n cube plus 5n minus 10 plus p cube plus 5p minus 10 equals 0, right? Now we can rearrange this term. So we will get m cube plus n cube plus p cube. Then we have 5 into m plus n plus p minus 30 equals 0, right? Then we have given a hint. Sum of the roots is 0. Sum of the roots means m plus n plus p is equals to 0, right? So we will put the value here. So we will get this equals to 0. That means m cube plus n cube plus p cube will equals to 30. Such 30 is the final answer. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so we can move to the next question. This is the next question. So yeah, again try to solve the question and let me know the answer. How are you doing it? How are you solving the question? Am I audible?
We will find the roots and draw the graph. And then from the graph, we will know the intersection points of the two roots.
Okay.
But after that, I don't know how to proceed.
Okay, so then you just read the question and try to solve it. And yeah, I am waiting for some time. Let me know your answer, then I will solve. Are you getting any answer?
No.
Okay. Okay. Let us solve it together then. Okay. So the Ministry of Road Transports and Highways wants to connect 3 aspirational districts with 2 roads R1 and R2. So we basically have 2 roads R1 and R2. So 2 roads are connected if they intersect. The shape of the roads R1 and R2 followed by the polynomials f and g. Okay. So we have the representation of road R1 as fx equals x minus 11 square, x minus 13 square, right? And the road R2 is represented by the function gx equals minus x minus 11, x minus 13, right? Okay. So, and we have, when they intersect at that point, we have, we can say that 2 roads are connected at that point, right? So what is the question? What will be the coordinate of the 3rd aspirational district if the first 2 are at x intercept of f and g? Okay. So what are the x intercept of f and g?
I found 2 intercepts, ma'am, 11 and 13, and I need to find one more, another 2.
Yeah. So 11 and 13 are the 2 x-intercepts of f and g, right? And the 3rd aspirational district will be at the intersection point of these 2 functions, right? So basically, we have to calculate the point of intersection of these 2 functions, right? So we have to equate these 2 functions. So we can calculate it via these things, right? If I solve this equation, then we can get the intersection point, right? Any doubt up to that? Any doubt?
No.
Okay. Now we can take this factor common, x minus 11 and x minus 13 as common. So we will get x minus 11, x minus 13 plus 1, right? So now these 3 factors, that means we have x equals to 11 or x equals to 13 or this factor x minus 11 into x minus 13 plus 1 equals to 0. So these are the 2 roots, right? And from this equation, we will get another root. So we will calculate this. So we have then, if we multiply this to polynomial, what we will get? X square minus 24x plus 11 into 13 plus 1, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the constant term? $144 maybe, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. 144.
Yeah. So this will be actually the this, right? X minus 12 squared equals to 0. So we will get x equals to 12, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
we have 3 intersection points, x equals to 11, 12 and 13, right? So these are the 3 intersection points. Now in the question we have, if the first 2 are at the intercept point of x intercepts of f and g, that means 11 and 13, then we have to check the third aspirational district, that means the 3rd intercept point, which is 12, right? So x equals to 12 is the answer. Any doubt?
Ma'am, how
No,
x is equal to 12 is the answer?
Because they said that we have to check the coordinate, x coordinate of the 3rd aspirational district if the first 2 are at x intercept of FG, F and G.
Okay.
So actually we have 3 point of intersection.
Yes.
That we have 3 aspirational district, right?
Yes.
And the first two are at x-intercept, and we know the x-intercept are 11 and 13. That
Yes.
means 11 and 13 are the first two, so we have to discard this two, right? So we have only 12 left, right? So 11 and 13 are the first two, so the third aspirational district obviously will be the 12. We have only one option, right?
So as we get the x-intercepts as 11 and 13 in the first two factors, so
We will exclude them
okay, we should get it.
because 11 and 13 are the x-intercept and are the intersection of these two factors, I mean these two functions f and g, right? So
Yes.
there will be two aspirational district at that 2 point, 11 and 13, which we have to
Okay.
discard because we want to find the third coordinate of the third aspirational district, right? So
Yeah.
we have to discard 11 and 13, then we will get the 12, right? So 12 will be the answer, right?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any doubt, anyone? Anyone? Any doubt? No, right? Okay. So then we can move to the next question. So this is a well-known question. This is a question from SSC. You have to calculate the square sum error, and you have to find the value of n such that the SSC is list. We have already solved so many problems of this type, right? So you just try to solve it. Let me know the answer. Then again, we will solve it together. Okay. Did you get the answer?
Solving.
Okay. Okay.
Ma'am, the answer is -2.
Okay, so we get a -2. Okay, let us solve it together then. So we have the approximation f of x as x cube plus 3x squared plus n. This is our approximation, right? So we will now create the chart. So we have what is our y star? That means f of x. So for -3, what we will get at y star?
-2n, -2 -2 minus n whole square.
No, I just want the y star. F of
Yeah.
-3,
N.
n, right?
Yeah.
-27, +27, right? And then what will be the error 1?
N plus 2
N plus 2 whole square.
whole
Yeah.
square.
This is the error 1. Then we will square the error later.
Okay.
Okay. Our x2 is -2, right? y2 is 2. And what is y star? 2. F of -2 is?
N plus 4.
Then again, we will get the error 2 as n plus 2, right? Then we have -1, 0. What is f of -1?
N plus 2.
Again, we have error 3 as n plus 2. Then we have 0. We have -2. F of 0 is n, right?
Yeah.
So we have error
N
4 as again n plus 2, right? So what is our SSE then? It is error 1 squared plus error 2 squared plus error 3 squared, then plus error 4 squared, right? So n plus 2 squared right? Then we will get 4 into n plus 2 whole square. So we can break it and we will get 4n squared plus 16n plus 16, right?
Yes.
And this is the equation of a parabola, right? And we know that the minima of the parabola will be minus b by 2a, right? So where our b is 16 and a is 4, right? So this is minus 16 by 2 into 4. That means -2. So at n equals to -2, we will get the minimum. It will provide the minimum value of the SSE, right? Any doubt? Any doubt? Any one of you?
No doubt.
Okay, so it's fine for all of you, right? Okay, so these were the selected problems for today. Now, if you have any doubt, you can ask from this session also and from somewhere else.
From practice assignment, question number 13.
Okay. Can you take the screenshot and share it with me? Or else
Yeah.
I go to the section. Say practice assignment,
Question number 13.
week 4.
Week 5, sorry, week 4, yes. Question number 13, week 4.
Practice assignment. Okay, you just take the screenshot and share it in the chat box, okay? My network is getting disturbed. You can take the screenshot, right? You just share it in the chat box.
Ma'am, as soon as she's sharing the screenshot, I have a doubt regarding qualifier exam. Can I ask right now?
Yeah.
Ma'am, actually, if somebody write the qualifier exam at 23rd of Feb and eventually he could not qualify for that, will he be able to write the test again on 15th of March? I mean, the next when it is going to be held?
Yeah, there is a re-qualifier exam also for that for the students.
Just after the month of, I mean, on 15th of March, right?
About the date, I'm not very sure, but yeah, there is a re-qualifier exam too. I mean, if someone cannot qualify in the qualified exam, he can appear to the re-qualifier exam.
Yeah, I know that, but I was just asking about can he or she write then just after the next month? I mean, after
That
23rd.
is what I am not very sure about it. So you can ask someone else about it.
You check out the
Yes,
portal,
ma'am.
then you can
Q2
see.
is for that. Someone have not qualified
Check
in
out the
Q1,
portal.
then they
Check
can
out the
they
portal.
can give Q2.
Okay, okay.
I think the date will be 13 March.
Oh, yeah, I'm not pretty sure about the date.
Check out the portal, then you can see the important dates.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So we can start with the question, right? So what is the problem? 13th problem. This is the first page, right? And this is the second page. Okay. So we have the degree of PQRN is given, and we have to calculate the degree of H from the given condition, right? So what will be the degree of H? Degree of P is M and degree of Q is N, right? So what is the degree of PQ? What is the degree of PQ?
M plus N, ma'am.
Yeah. So degree of PQ is N plus N. And what is the degree of RS?
K plus T.
K plus T, right? Which is equals to M minus N plus 2N. That means it is again M plus N, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And what is the degree of SP?
N. T plus M is equal to 2N.
M plus 2N, right?
Yes.
And what will be the total degree? We will take the maximum degree, right? When we add 3 polynomials, then the added polynomial is of the maximum degree, right? And what
Yes.
is the maximum degree? M plus 2N, right? Right? M plus 2N is the maximum degree, right?
How
Yes,
did
ma'am.
you arrive that?
Okay. So for PQ, the degree of PQ is M plus N, the degree of RS is M plus N, and the degree of SP is m plus 2n, right? And the degree of this polynomial, that means the whole polynomial will be the maximum of these 3 degrees.
Okay, okay,
So the maximum degree is this, right?
okay.
So this is of degree m plus 2n. And what is the degree of this portion? P is of degree m,
One.
and pq square is of degree m plus 2n, right?
Okay.
Right? So the maximum degree is again m plus 2n, right? So the degree of this polynomial
What does
will
the
be,
Q square means? What does that mean?
so
Q
q is
square.
of degree n. So q square will be of degree 2n.
2n. Okay.
Yeah. So the degree of pq square will be m plus 2n, right?
Okay.
So the total degree will be again the maximum one, which is m plus 2n, right?
Okay.
So we have the numerator's degree as m plus 2n, and the degree of p plus p into q square is also m plus 2n, right? So it will be cancelled out. So we will get a linear function at the end, right?
Okay.
So if I get a linear function, then how should the picture look like?
Ma'am,
Constant. Yeah.
as both the degrees are same, m plus 2n minus m minus 2n, so it's 0 only, no?
Yeah. So the degree
so
of the degree of h will be 0. That means h will be a constant function, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So constant function means it will be a straight line, vertically or horizontal, right?
Yeah.
So the fourth option will be then correct. Is it fine?
Okay. Okay. If degree is 0 means horizontal line will be there. Okay.
Yeah. Degree 0 means is a constant. That means y equals to constant. If y is equals to constant means we will get a horizontal line.
Horizontal.
X will vary and y will be constant.
Okay. Okay. I got it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Any other doubt? Is it fine for all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other doubt do you have?
No, I have to work out the remaining questions.
Okay. Anyone else?
Can you please explain me about the horizontal asymptote, the conceptual concepts of horizontal asymptote?
Okay. So about the asymptote. So asymptote means if I have a graph which is tending towards infinity. So asymptote is basically a line which is like that. So if the line is a horizontal line, that means for this graph, the x-axis is the horizontal asymptote. So the line is the asymptote and the horizontal line means it's a horizontal asymptote. Okay. And the line is a vertical and it's a asymptote means a vertical asymptote. The y-axis is vertical asymptote for this
Okay.
graph. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
That means eventually the curve will be closer and closer to the line, but it will never touch the line. But it will be eventually closer and closer to the line. This is called the asymptote.
Okay.
Okay.
Where we apply this asymptote?
This is in week 5 content.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't go through it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else? Do you have anything else? Any doubt regarding concept, regarding problem?
Yeah, can you please one more time explain that infinity, one parabola, on how to draw a graph from the equation? Sorry, from the polynomial.
Again, can you repeat again?
Yeah.
Parabola.
No, not parabola. From the equation of a polynomial, how to draw a graph?
Okay. Okay. So let us understand it with another example. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can tell me any random example, any random polynomial in factorization form.
Yeah, I'm checking.
Just tell me any random example in your mind, which is coming in your mind.
X minus 2.
X minus 2.
X plus 7.
X plus 7.
X minus 5.
x minus 5,
x cube.
x cube.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is our function, right?
Yeah.
So every time whenever we will draw the graph of polynomial, we will follow 2 steps. The
Okay.
first step is we have to first check the end behavior. Okay.
Okay.
So end behavior means when x is tending to infinity or x is tending to minus infinity, we have to check the behavior of px. Okay. So if x tending to infinity, what about fx? Fx will be also tending to infinity, right?
Okay.
If x is tending to infinity, then x minus 2 will be tending to infinity, x plus 7 will be tending to infinity, x minus 5 will be tending to infinity, and x cube also will be tending to infinity. So in a result, f of x will be tending to infinity, right?
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, and if x tending to minus infinity, then what is the behavior of fx?
So tends to infinity.
Okay,
This
let us
is minus. Then 4 minus will get to positive infinity.
yeah. So this will tend to minus infinity, again
Yeah.
minus infinity, again minus infinity, and again minus infinity.
Minus infinity.
So
Okay.
4 minus are there. That means in a result, we will get a positive infinity,
Positive.
right?
Okay. Okay.
So this is the end behavior. Next, we have to, this is a step 2, right? We
Yeah.
have to note the root with multiplicity. Okay.
Okay.
So what is the first root?
True.
With multiplicity?
1.
Multiplicity means repetition.
1.
Right?
1. Yeah. Multiplicity, I understand.
Yeah.
Only this infinity part, I am confused. Yeah.
Okay. Now is it fine, the end behavior?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Now it's.
And the
Can
second
you
root.
please,
Mhm. What?
No, ma'am. You finish it first. Then I will ask.
Okay, sure. Okay, so the second root is minus 7 with
Multiplicity
multiplicity
1.
1. Then we have 5 with multiplicity 1. Then we have 0 with
0 with
multiplicity.
multiplicity 3. Okay.
Now we will draw the graph, right? So as
Okay.
we know, when the y coordinates is tending to infinity means it will tend in the upward direction, right? So when x is tending to infinity, that means x is tending to this side, or y is tending to positive infinity, that means in the upward direction, right?
Okay.
Similarly, when x is tending to negative infinity, again our fx is tending to positive infinity, that means again in the upward direction, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Then we have roots. This is minus 7, 0, 2, and 5. These are the roots, right? So minus 7 is with linear. That means we will
Linear.
get this type of picture. 0 is with odd, right? So we will get this type of picture, right? So we will connect the graph. So we will get this. Near 0, we will get this type of edge. Then at 2, it will just cross. At 5, it will just cross. And then we'll add them. And finally, we will get this graph. Okay.
Okay.
Is it fine?
Can you please explain me about the transitive property?
What transitive property?
Yeah, with some examples, ma'am. I know A is related to B, B is related to C, then A is related to C. But there are some cases like if two pair of numbers are given. In that case, say for example, 2, 3 and 3, 4. In that case also transitive property holds
Yeah.
good.
So what is our best set? Best set is this the best set? 1, 2, 3, 4?
What is this, ma'am?
The set, mother set. Like once you are defining a relation, you should have a set first, right? So
Okay.
on a set, you can define a relation, right?
Okay.
So what is the set? Is this the set?
Yeah. If
Okay.
it is
Okay, so here we can see that we have A comma B and B comma C. But if 2, 4 is not there, then we cannot say it as transitive, right?
Yeah.
If transitive, then A comma C should be in the relation R, right? That is your 2 comma 4 should be in the relation R. So if it is not in the relation R, that means you have an example which can contradict the definition of transitivity. That means the relation will not be transitive, right?
Okay. But during the TA sessions, they show some 4 types of combinations. I don't know the slide. I forgot to take the screenshot.
Okay, see, the thing is, it is a simple thing. If you can get any example which can contradict the definition of transitivity, that means the relation is not transitive. But if you not able to get any example which can contradict the definition, that means the relation is transitive. Okay, just for example, if suppose I have 1, 1 and 2, 2. Okay.
Yeah.
In this case, we don't have any example which can contradict the definition of transitivity, right?
Yeah. This like this only. How?
So this will be automatically transitive, right?
How, ma'am? Because one is related to one, then one is not related to 2. So it is.
Doesn't matter. So what is the definition of transitivity? Transitivity says if A is related to B and B is related to C, then we will check. We will check
Okay, we'll check
whether yeah,
E and A about we'll see
whether A is related to
to
C
C.
or not.
Okay. If
So
there is no relationship between numbers, so the
then you
definition
need not
doesn't
to check.
contradict. So the property holds.
Yes. So if you cannot find any AB and BC like that, then you need not to be bothered about AC. Okay.
Okay, even if it is a symmetric or something, we need not to bother about it.
Yeah. Yes. So in this example, 1 and 2, 2, we don't have any AB and BC type of pattern.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we don't need not to be bothered about AC. So there will be no example which can contradict the definition of transitivity. That means this relation will automatically be a transitive relation, right?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
What?
No, ma'am. Nothing.
Okay.
Thank
Anyone
you.
else? Yeah. Any other doubt?
Ma'am, I have a doubt in the previous question.
Okay. In this question?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm not able to find out the end behavior.
Okay. So what
But I
is
see
your
it-
problem?
How did you know, ma'am, that we will put this end behavior in the x tends to infinity, then ff of x tends to infinity?
That is why we're doing factor by factor, right? I mean, we have fx equals to x minus 2, x plus 7, x minus 5, x cube, right? So when x is tending to infinity, x minus 2 will be tending to infinity, right? Right?
This is the even degree.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether it is even or not. Like if x is tending to infinity, if you exclude 2 from infinity, then it will be also tending towards infinity, right? No, if you are excluding, if you are subtracting any finite number from the infinity, then in a result we will get an infinity again, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Infinity minus 2 is again an infinity. So x minus, if x is tending to infinity, then x minus 2 will be infinity. Similarly, x minus 5, x minus 7 will be infinity, right? And x cube will be also infinity. Then if I multiply all the term, then we basically have infinity into infinity into infinity into infinity. That means basically we have infinity to the power 4. So we will get again an infinity in a result. right?
No, ma'am, I don't understand actually.
Okay, so you can do it in another way. So you can multiply them and you can calculate the highest degree term. So what will be the highest degree term of this polynomial? So we have x minus 2 x plus 7 x minus 5 x cube, right? So if I multiply this, what will be the highest degree term?
X to the power 6.
X to the power 6, right? So 6 is an even
Yes.
number. If x is tending to infinity, then x to the power 6 will be tending to infinity, right? And we
Yes,
know
ma'am.
that we only need to check the highest degree term. So the highest degree term is tending to infinity means the whole polynomial is tending to infinity. Okay.
Yes.
Similarly, if x
Yeah,
is also
ma'am.
tending to minus infinity, then x power 6 will be again tending to infinity because this 6 is a even number, right?
Ma'am, one
Even,
small,
yes,
if,
ma'am.
ma'am,
This way I understand.
Okay.
please change the x minus 5 to
Understood,
5
ma'am.
minus x,
X minus 5 to
5 minus x. And if x tends to infinity, f of x tends to minus infinity. Am I right?
yeah. So here we will get the highest degree term as minus x power 6, right?
Yes.
So,
So,
the if x is tending to infinity, we will get this as tending to minus infinity, and even if x tending to minus infinity, again we will get
we'll get minus infinity.
minus infinity.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
fine.
Fine, fine. Thank you.
Ma'am, how it
Yeah.
became minus x?
Because we have
Ma'am, how it
infinity
became?
from here, right? Okay, if because we changed
Yes,
this
ma'am.
to minus x plus 6.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you calculate the highest degree term with the
Yes.
coefficient, then we will get minus x power 6, right?
Ma'am, if we solve this equation, then we will get the minus x to the raised to the power 6.
Yeah.
You just replace x with infinity in the equation.
Yeah.
Infinity is the largest term. So x minus 2 will become infinity minus 2. So that answer will become positive 1. Do you understand?
Okay.
Then
Yes.
next problem, next is x plus 7. Then replace x with infinity. So infinity plus 7. A positive number plus positive number will give you another positive number. So that is also infinity, positive infinity. Okay. And 5 minus x, you replace the x with infinity. 5 minus infinity. So minus infinity is the biggest number. And if you subtract 5 from minus infinity, you will get the minus sign.
Right.
Okay. And then again minus in infinity to the power 3. Infinity is the positive one. So that will give you the positive power. So x minus 2 will give you the positive sign. X plus 7 will give you the positive sign. 5 minus x will give you the negative sign. And x cube will give you the positive sign. If you multiply all these signs, you will get a minus sign. So when x is infinity, f of x will become minus infinity. Is it clear to you now?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Any other doubt? Anything else?
Ma'am, where are you uploading these sheets?
Okay. So if you need this, then I will upload it in the chat box. Do you need this? Then I will upload it. I will make a PDF and upload it in the chat box.
I need.
What?
I need, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So just wait for some time. Let me make the PDF and I will upload it in the chat box. Okay. Just wait. Hold for some time.
Ma'am, can you upload also previous one yesterday and also
Yeah,
before?
sure, sure. Just give me some time. I'm uploading them. Okay. So I'm sharing it in the chat box. If you can also share it in your WhatsApp group if you have any WhatsApp group. Okay. Yeah, can you check it?
Okay, ma'am.
I have another file to post. Just wait. This is today's note. I'm also posting yesterday's notes. You can open it, right?
But only questions are coming, not solutions.
Okay, just let me check. Okay, sorry, I uploaded the wrong file. Just wait. Yeah, I just shared them. Just check it now. Can you open it now? Are you able to open the files?
Now it's fine. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So if you have another doubt, you just ask. Otherwise, you can leave.
Ma'am, I have sent some questions in the chat box.
Okay.
Can you check?
Yeah, sure. Let me check it. Okay, the 13th one, right?
13th. This one question and you can check little, you can go little upper.
Okay, wait. Okay, so if PX is
This one.
that one.
Yes.
Okay, just let me share my screen first. Okay. So the question is, if P is 7 and x power n plus 9 x power 5 plus 1 be a polynomial, and x is tending to minus infinity implies Px is tending to minus infinity, then, okay. So Px is tending to minus infinity means this highest degree term x power n is tending to minus infinity, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
because this is a positive number, this is a positive constant, hence we have x power n is tending to minus infinity, right?
Yes.
And this should be the highest degree term. That means the first, because it is tending to minus infinity, so n should be odd number, and because it is the highest degree term, so our n should be greater than 5, right?
Yes.
So n is greater than 5 and is odd.
Odd.
Okay.
Ma'am, that I understood, but one more answer correct is n equals to 0. How it happens?
Okay. Again, if n equals to 0, then we have 9 x power 5 plus 8, right? So this is again tending to minus infinity if x is tending to minus infinity. So n equals to 0 is also one possibility, right?
Oh, I have to check like that. I have to first put in the
Yeah.
place of n 0.
Yeah, the thing is, once Px is tending to minus infinity, because we have the second term as 9 into x power 5, that means there is also a possibility for the second term to tending to minus infinity, right? If n is 0, that means the highest degree term, that means 7 x power n will be a constant. In that case, 9 x power 5 will be the highest degree term. It is also tending to minus infinity. So it is also a possibility, right?
Okay, understood. The next question is, ma'am, from week 3.
Okay, so this is the question. It is the question, right? This is the starting, then this. Suppose an air defense system is present at the origin. Okay, it is following the straight line path. H equals to 10t. Use the following information for question 1 to 3. So what is the question? I can't see the question.
That one, the 13th one.
Okay, so this is the given information. So we have to
Yes,
read
sir.
it first. Okay. Okay. This missile is launched from the fight jet laughing at the ground, and missile hits the tank which is present at the ground. It's shown as a video. Okay, so the path is followed by the equation of the parabola. And okay. Okay, so we have given equation of the parabola, which is minus 8t squared plus 32t plus 40. So this is a parabola, right? The red shaded area. This is a parabola, right? We can draw this. So this is our parabola. I don't remember, maybe minus 8t squared plus 32t plus 40, right? It was the equation of the parabola. And this height is 40, right? That means the y-intercept is 40, right? This is what we have given.
Given.
Now, what is our question? Okay. Suppose an air defense system is present at the origin, okay, and it follows the straight line path, h equals to 10t, and find the height. This missile will destroy. Okay. So, so the equation of the air defense is ht equals to 10t, right? And we know this height is 40. So 10t will be like something like that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Sorry. No. 10t was the equation, right? Then that means ht, if t is 1, then h is 10. So we will get this type of equation, right? And basically, the answer is we have to calculate this point. This is the height, right? This is the height of the collision. So basically, we have to calculate the point of intersection of these two graphs. So we know the equation of this, which is minus 8t squared plus 32t plus 40. And we know the equation of this. So we know that how can we calculate the intersection point, right? And they want the height. So if you calculate the intersection point, so you will get the x-axis first, right? The value of t is the x-axis. Now if you put this in this h, so you will get the height. That means this length. That means you have to get the y coordinate of the intersection point. Is it clear? You have to get the y coordinate of the intersection point, this height, right? So this height is basically the y coordinate of the intersection point, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So just calculate the point of intersection and particularly the y coordinate of the point of intersection. This will be the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else? Anything else? Do you have anything else? No? If you have, you just post your doubt or ask your doubt. If you don't have any doubt, then you can leave. No doubt? Okay, so if you don't have any doubt, I will end this session. So I'm waiting for some time. If you have some, just ask. Okay, so I'm ending this session. So yeah, good night, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.